The Dogue de Bordeaux, sometimes known as the French Mastiff, is a molossoid-type dog breed much appreciated for their imposing appearance coupled with a good-natured character. Many people are surprised that behind their looks is a calm and faithful dog, all about which you can discover here at AnimalWised. There is no clear progenitor of the Dogue de Bordeaux. It is believed to descend from the Alano Espagnol and was believed to be used for hunting, especially wild boar. It was also used as a farm, cattle or butcher's dog. Previously, there were three types of French Mastiff: the Paris type, the Toulouse type and the Bordeaux type. The last was the direct predecessor of the current Bordeaux Mastiff, and in 1863, the first Paris Dog Show was held, which also was the first time the Dogue de Bordeaux was presented with its current name. The Dogue de Bordeaux is a large dog which stands out in particular for its huge head, potentially the dog with the largest head in proportion to the rest of its body. In fact, the breed standard indicates that the perimeter of the skull should be approximately the same as its height at the withers. In females, it will be a little smaller. The skin on the head exhibits many wrinkles, especially when the dog is being attentive. The fur is short, thin and soft, and can be any shade between fawn and a deep reddish brown. They may have a mask of black, brown or red colour. Males usually weigh a minimum of 50 kilograms or about 110 pounds and can reach a height of about 68 centimeters or about 27 inches. Females weigh at least 45 kilos, around 99 pounds, and can reach 66 centimeters or 26 inches at the withers. The breed history of the Dogue de Bordeaux can make us think that it is a violent or excessively territorial dog thanks to its use as both a fighting dog and a guard dog. However, the truth is that the Bordeaux Mastiff is usually a friendly and quiet sort. They are relaxed, intelligent and independent with a balanced personality. They are not easily provoked and are a calm dog when inside the home. The Bordeaux Mastiff is usually an excellent companion dog for all family types, even those with children, but it will depend on the individual personality and the quality of education they have received. Despite their large size, the Dogue de Bordeaux is a very calm dog, which will patiently tolerate the mischievousness of little ones as long as it is well socialized from an early age. However, the dog's size can make them problematic if they are not sufficiently engaged, are taught attack techniques, or if they have been deliberately mistreated. They can be a sensitive dog, so they need to be treated with love and affection, otherwise, like any other dog, they can become anxious and suffer behavioural problems. These are not exclusive to the Dogue de Bordeaux, but their size is an important factor. Caring for the French Mastiff is relatively easy. They do not shed heavily, but they should be brushed occasionally using a rubber bristled curry brush to leave their coat shiny and free of dirt. You will only need to bathe them when they are dirty or when they smell, but we should not bathe them excessively, otherwise it can affect the natural balance of their skin. Of course, you will need to pay close attention to the wrinkles as they can become clogged with food debris, slime or dirt. It's important to sanitize these areas to prevent fungal growth or other skin problems. Another important factor to consider, especially if we are scrupulous about hygiene and cleanliness, is that the Dogue de Bordeaux drools a lot. At first it may not seem like an issue, but after a time you'll likely see marks over the walls and furniture in your house like a big canine snail trail. The Dogue de Bordeaux needs at least 3 daily walks, which allow them to stay in shape and exercise moderately. It's important to understand that due to their molossoid morphology, they are susceptible to breathing problems and heat stroke. They should not be exposed to high temperatures without plenty of drinking water and access to the shade. Also, if we do use a muzzle, we need to use the basket type so they are able to pant and breathe freely. We also need to avoid intense exercise. During exercise, we can encourage them to play and run around, but making them jump a lot is inappropriate as they have a propensity towards hip dysplasia. Finally, it's important to remember that their size has an effect on the economic capacity of the owner. The Dogue de Bordeaux will consume a large amount of food, they will need a large place to rest, and they will need large dental sticks to protect their teeth. Space and money need to be assessed before adoption. The French Mastiff is an intelligent dog that responds well to education and training if employing a positive reinforcement approach. The use of force or punishments must be avoided at all costs. The Dogue de Bordeaux is sensitive and will suffer enormously if exposed to such negative habits. It's essential to socialize this breed correctly from their puppy stage with people, both children and adults, other pets such as dogs, cats or other animals, and to introduce them to various environments. Socialization is essential to avoid fearful, aggressive or inappropriate attitude in dogs. The majority of dogs which suffer behavioural problems or have negative attitudes towards others are directly related to their poor socialization. Additionally, we can ensure these early experiences are positive by always offering treats or other forms of affectionate reinforcement. As they grow, you will also need to work on educating the puppy to urinate outside, to play well with toys, and to understand basic commands. In all these processes, we should use positive reinforcement as a way to help the dog remember. For more effective mental stimulation, we recommend you practice with intelligence games and varied activities to motivate them. Finally, another financial consideration you may need to make is if you take in a dog which has behavioural problems, as you will likely need assistance from a canine ethologist or professional dog trainer. Despite having great physical strength, the French Mastiff is relatively prone to disease, so a trip to the vet every 6 to 12 months is appropriate to help spot any symptoms of health problems. It is also important to follow the vaccination schedule to avoid contagious and serious diseases such as distemper, rabies, or canine parvovirus. Deworming every 3 months is also recommended and should be applied according to the guidance of our vet. The most common diseases of the Dogue de Bordeaux are hip dysplasia, elbow dysplasia, gastric torsion, heat stroke, ectropion, aortic stenosis, conjunctivitis, dilated cardiomyopathy, hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, fungal infestation, allergies. Fortunately, the improvements in modern veterinary health and the care that we can provide have increased the longevity of this breed until approximately 8 to 11 years. Don't forget that the Dogue de Bordeaux is considered a potentially dangerous dog in many countries. The use of a muzzle and a leash in public spaces is required, and you should consult the regulations of your country or region. And here's our video for the Dogue de Bordeaux. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, subscribe, and don't forget to comment to send us your suggestions. We'll see you next time.